EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington football team. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be taken at the 10. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check nine.
Look on the hit, but they'll
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
No. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Here we go. Just like that. Hey, gun. QB jump. Watch QB jump. 31's the right.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Crouch. Check safety. 21. 21.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Check 31, check 31.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo dancing to his left. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and it's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater flush to his right, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. Evades him at the 20. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Gibson. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Here we go.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
31's the mark.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down.
Here we go. Ready? Sorry, alert. Watch the screen.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
11.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 78 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Robbie Gould lining up.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
Bridgewater's
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
complete to Logan
An
Thomas.
effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down, Washington.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
17.
Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. To throw is Bridgewater. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Thomas, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. Marcus Williams on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought him down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
49-yard line.
The kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for circle round, twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. 31's the mic. Hey,
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Touchdown, 49ers. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead. and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
3rd and
10. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, eluding the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Going for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This is brought in by Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw is Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners' 43-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any